Absolutely.
This is the XO. Again from
XO.
Barbados.
Absolutely.
So as you said, when we tried it,
yes, if you can go back, if you didn't
yeah.
finish your bottle of the Grand Reserve, I think we have some left in our glass.
Yeah.
They're interesting to put side by side because same origin. And then here what we did is something really totally different. And you know, the first one was these fruit notes, retrofaction, the fresher fruit
yeah.
notes, you know,
yeah.
higher pitch. And
yeah.
Here we work, there's got some chocolate notes, you get some spice notes that are brought forward, a little bit of coconut notes as well that are there, a lot of exotic feel, much more meditative, almost oily also
yeah,
on the palate.
Yeah.
So you see where you get kind of the same, maybe coin, but maybe the other side of the
yeah.
coin. And remember we said a good rum should last on your palate, and the idea is to have something that lasts well on your palate.
This is also really, it's so, what do we call it, dense. It's just so,
yeah, well, it's quite old. The youngest in this blend is 8-year-old, but it goes up to 20 years.
Yeah,
we have a little
yeah.
bit of it. It's 8 to 15, the main body, then it's aged further in cognac, and then we have very, very old things you put in the blend as well. So that gives you that great sense of concentration
yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have much aggressivity because, of course, it's quite old.
Yeah, not aggressive at all, but it's just a lot of taste. It's just very, very elegant and just
quite
powerful.
And
yeah.
so remember, you were thinking like a great cigar, for example,
yeah.
like typically, or of course a nice, you know, in France we like to talk endlessly about food and drinks and things.
Yeah.
So you have these parties when you rebuild the world around your great.
Yeah.
This is a bottle you put on the table.
Yeah.
In Barbados, you know, when you finish work, you go in the rum shops and you play dominoes. Mm-hmm. So you play dominoes, and there's a really specific way to play it. I'm still learning to be good, because then of course you get a beautiful bottle of rum that you share with few friends, and that'd be typically something that you can be. It's really a sipper in that case. It's really a sipper
for sure.
Right? You can still taste it. I don't know if everybody feels that, but once you taste it, it still goes on and on your palate.
Forever.
That's the idea for this, right?
Here's also, I mean, you can feel the sort of the longer aging here. It's almost like roasted hazelnuts. Or
You're right. I do get this,
and also sort of a roasted feeling at in the aftertaste, was just great.
And you feel also some of the exotic spices, like we're talking a little cinnamon notes, for example, that are right there. You have still molasses. The raw material is still there. You know, and but
it's interesting. I think the fruitiness is here as well, but I think it's more on the palate than the nose.
And it's the heavier, drier fruit, where the one with a little fresher fruit notes. And I don't know if you get it, but I get a little bit of like raw chocolate also. You know, in the nose. Sure. That's right there. That's a distillation time that you. I'm just going to be a little technical. When you do your fermentation and you use your raw material to making rum, you create the flavors. With distilling, you choose what you want to get from there, and with aging, you refine your flavors. That's how. So you know, these chocolate notes, they were there like when this rum was a baby, but they were just enhanced by the master blender, you know, to just blossom out.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Anne asks, which one of these rums are the favorites for Alexandre and Andreas? It's hard to say. So as we talked about earlier, it's hard to choose. I think I don't know, but it's just the top of mind. The Plantation for me was a kind of new experience. I really liked it. I liked them all, but it was very, very cool. And also this very floral note on that one. That we talked about. I have to say, the XO is
a winner.
Stunning. It's just amazing, but it's hard. Well, for you, it must be like choosing your favorite kid or something.
Exactly. I have 3 kids, you know, and many more rums, thankfully, you know. And you know, I have my favorites depending on the moment and especially the mood. So when you know your rums very well, you know, sometimes you feel about these floral notes, or you feel like having something a little drier, like or sometimes you feel like you want to relax and have like this smooth, you know, nice rum as a sipper with friends. So I think really depending on the moment, but isn't it the same with wine as well, right?
It is. Sometimes you know what I mean? Just want to drink a crispy Sancerre.
You want a Sancerre, or you want like an old Bordeaux, or you know, or like a Sauterne, you know, that's going to be fresh with nice foie gras and so on. So I think that's what it is.